Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here. So landmark legislation, we'll talk about that in a second, but first welcome to the AI Guide where we're making AI human by focusing on the human impact of AI. So here we go. EU passes landmark Artificial Intelligence Act, and we had previously talked about the fact that the EU was considering it, but now it's real. It's a done deal. The EU Artificial Intelligence Act will become law. The European Parliament adopted the latest draft of the legislation with an overwhelming majority on June 14th, 2023. Introduced in April 2021, so it took over 2 years to get this done, the Act aims to strictly regulate AI services and mitigate the risk that it poses. The reason it took so long is because AI is evolving so quickly, they had to add things to it, and the most recent is foundation models, aka large language models, aka generative AI. And I wish they'd stop using all these acronyms like that. So the bill includes a tiered approach for AI models, from low and minimal risk through limited, high risk, and unacceptable risk. The low and minimal risk AI tools will not be regulated, while the limited risk ones will need to be transparent, i.e. disclosing. This is one of the big things that they're talking about now globally is mandatory disclosure that you're talking to an AI rather than a human being, because you already can't tell. The EU will require a database of general purpose and high-risk AI systems to explain where, when, and how they are deployed in the EU. This also affects non-EU companies. This database should be freely and publicly accessible, easily understandable, and machine readable. It should also be user-friendly. AI models involving unacceptable risk will be banned altogether. So the article goes on to say, this article, by the way, in Info Security magazine, the legislation has always been intended to focus on a broad range of high-risk uses beyond chatbots, such as facial recognition technology, check the short this week, and profiling systems. The AI Act is shaping up to be the world's strictest law on AI and will be the benchmark against which all other legislation is judged. Just like with GDPR in the EU, the AI Act will also be the first AI legislation in the world to impose heavy fines for non-compliance, up to 6% of global profits. So this will hit Facebook, Google, etc., where it counts in the wallet. With this pioneering regulation, EU lawmakers hope other countries will follow suit. In April, 12 EU lawmakers working on AI legislation called for a global summit to find ways to control the development of AI systems. And this article doesn't talk about it, but military has got to be one of the big ones. Well, a few other countries have started working on similar regulations, such as Canada. The US and UK are behind the times. In March, the UK government said it was taking a pro-innovation approach to AI regulation. In April, the UK announced it would invest 125 million US to launch a foundation model task force. This task force is meant to spur the development of AI systems to increase the country's GDP. On June 7th, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak announced the UK will host the first global AI summit this fall, 2023. So there's been tons of AI summits before, but they're all regional, not global. Later, on June 12, Sunak announced at the London Tech Week that Google DeepMind, OpenAI, and Anthropic have agreed to open up their AI models to the UK government for research and safety purposes. So there's a woman named Lindy Cameron, CEO of the UK National Cybersecurity Centre, who said, as a global leader in AI, ranking third behind the US and China, the UK is well placed to safely take advantage of the developments in AI. That's why the Prime Minister's AI Summit comes at a perfect time to bring together global experts to share ideas. One of the areas of focus is on cyber threats that might be caused by generative AI. She finally says, we want to understand how our adversaries are using AI and how we can disrupt them. So that's it. World's first AI restrictions courtesy of the EU. Coming soon to other places without a doubt. Like it said, Canada and others will quickly follow suit. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is a breakthrough. Click the link below, get your free AI resource. The resource is free. Everything in the resource is free. And it will give you the opportunity, if you get the resource, to participate in my beta course, the AI Safe Career Pivot. And if you want to know why you need that, listen to the very next regular episode. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.